Yesterday, I threw you a question. Actually, I threw myself one. When CXMT, that Chinese memory chip maker, popped 471% on its first trading day in Shanghai, I asked the only thing that mattered: does China's chip win lift us memory stocks? Or does it pull the rug out from under them? Resonance? Or a seesaw? Monday gave us the answer. And if you were long us memory, it stung. The Dow climbed. The Nasdaq barely flinched, down 18 basis points, basically flat. But memory stocks, Micron touched $879 intraday. SanDisk got wrecked for 11%. The SOX index dropped 2.3%. AI names slipped alongside them. So the comfortable story? China's memory breakthrough should be good for the whole sector. That one died on contact with the open. The seesaw won, and it wasn't gentle. Here's the part I keep turning over. Every stock has a story, and the story Monday told wasn't really about CXMT. It was about a US memory sector that had run hot for months, that was already stretched, that grabbed a Shanghai IPO as the perfect excuse to take profits and rotate into something else. A seesaw, yeah, but not the clean kind you build a trade around. The money that piled into CXMT at 8.66 yuan was never rotating into Micron at $920. Different pools, different currencies, different time horizons. You can move money that was never yours, and you can manufacture a connection between the 2nd of March kets that don't share a wallet. I'll be straight with you. When I cut that episode yesterday, I gave you 3 lines to watch because I've been the guy who didn't have lines. Back in 2021, there was a name I knew. I felt it in my bones. And I did nothing. Watched it run without me. The missed trade taught me more than any winner ever did. So this time, I didn't sell you a prediction. I sold you levels. Micron, S921 on the hourly. SanDisk, S1613. SOX, S12414. Those were the tells, not the headlines. I'd rather be early and wrong about a level than late and right about a disaster. And Monday, they broke. All 3 of them. Micron sourly closed at $900. The 921 line I called the line in the sand. Price blew through it. Low of the day was $890. SanDisk, $1,278. Down 11% in one session. The 1613 level isn't even visible in the rearview mirror anymore. SOX closed at $11,555, below both its short-term and mid-term trend lines. The 12,414 tell I gave you, gone. So am I panicking? Number, and here is why. And this is the part that separates a scar from a wound. The long-term trend lines, the ones I told you not to lose sleep over. They still sitting underneath, untouched. Micron's daily long-term line is around 712. SOX is around 10,832. Those didn't move Monday. What broke were the short-term lines. The ones that break all the time in hot sectors. A short-term line breaking is information. A long-term line breaking is a funeral. We had information Monday, not a funeral. So where does that leave you? If you came for me to scream buy the dip or get out now, I won I don't predict. I prepare the obvious moves Monday were to chase the panic sell or chase the China frenzy. Both tempting, both probably wrong. Cash is a position. Patience is part of the strategy. The investor who did nothing Monday isn't behind. They unforced, and unforced beats wrong every time. My take, the seesaw was real. It was violent, and it exposed how stretched us memory had become. But the supercycle thesis, DRAM supply tight, HBM vacuum, locked in contracts. None of that changed Monday. What changed was mood, positioning, and a hot sector that needed an excuse to exhale. Mood reverses, fundamentals don't. I am watching 921 become resistance, now instead of support. I am watching whether Nikkei finds a bid around 917, which is where its long-term support sits, and I am not committing until the tape confirms the next level held. That is not fear. That is the 2021 version of me finally getting it right. Every stock has a story. This one just got a plot twist. And I'll be here reading the next chapter with you. Lines first, opinions second. One more thing. If you are new here, 3 days ago, before any of this chaos, I told you the chip trade was dead. It was reshuffling. Monday was the reshuffle showing its teeth. That is the whole game. Not calling tops, not calling bottoms, staying close enough to the tape that when it speaks, you hear it first. The 2021 version of me would chase the China story or panic. Sold the dip. The version sitting here today. I watched the lines break, I checked the long-term structure, and I made no trades. That is enough for one Monday. The rest of the week will tell us whether patience was prudence or just fear wearing a better suit. And either way, ILL have the tape to settle it.